Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So, it's been volatile once again since last night. And that's because we got more tariff news. So, I got to talk about that. And also, today, we do have this very important key crypto conference. So, let's talk about that as well. A lot of things going on today, guys. Today could be a really fantastic day for Bitcoin and crypto. China is saying, well, if we don't work something out, we're going to place tariffs on US goods up to 15% on US imports starting February 10th and 10% on oil, farm goods, cars, and so forth. But China did say that this is just, what is it, symbolic move for now, right? Which means they are definitely open to talking, okay, to work this out. But they are doing it because they have to. You know, they can't just be bullied by the U.S. So we'll see if something can be worked out. As of right now, I think most people are thinking that there will be something worked out. Otherwise, I think the stock market will reflect and we would be way in the negative, in the red right now. So I'm thinking that because of how swift Canada and Mexico both came out with something, I think people think that China will too, but you know, we'll see. So that's the latest with the tariff situation. Now the SEC lawyers, the lower level lawyers, cannot just start an investigation without top level approval. So under Gary Gensler before, a lot of the smaller guys under him, if they wanted to, they're like, okay, this guy is starting some crypto project. I want to look into them, right? They will. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's not, right? But now they have changed it with under the new acting chair. They have made it so that you have to go to the top level guys. They have to look at it first and decide, okay, this is actually a bad project before you go after them. And this is not just crypto. I mean, this could be normal Web 2 companies too. But I will say this makes it a whole lot safer than previous times, right? But this also makes it so that there are a lot more rugs. Right now, like everyone under the sun is launching their own meme, and I don't think the SEC is looking at it. Everyone is launching their own meme. So this is good and bad at the same time. This is the big thing, okay? This is what I want to get to. This is the headline story. The key crypto conference held by the new crypto czar, David Sachs. It's going to be at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 1:30 p.m. Central Time. A lot of speculation on what he's going to be talking about, okay? First, that Bitcoin strategic reserve. Is he going to talk about that? But is he going to talk about other things in regards to Bitcoin? Could be Bitcoin mining too. He could make it so that it's very favorable to be a Bitcoin miner in the United States. Maybe tax incentives. You know, maybe no capital gains on mine Bitcoin. There are so many things that you can come out with, right? But the biggest one obviously is the Bitcoin strategic reserve. And yesterday it was announced that the sovereign fund is being created. And most people are speculating that the sovereign fund will also purchase Bitcoin. I mean, the guy running it himself holds hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. So think about it. Put two and two together. Now, something else is clarity on ETH and staking. Well, ETH is already declared a non-security, right? But what about staking? That's something that Gary Gensler said was a security, staking. But if ETH staking is declared a non-security, that changes the game. ETFs has been trying to layer that in for a while, where if you could buy ETH ETF, you can get rewards, the ETH staking rewards. So basically, the funds themselves would stake ETH, and whatever rewards they get would be passed on to the ETF holders. That would be awesome, right? And what about just staking in general? What about taxes on staking rewards? What about removing capital gains taxes on staking altogether? That would be huge. Like right now, not a whole lot of people, I think, stake, right? But I think a lot more people would if they don't have to worry about calculating all the little taxes that they get from all the staking. That could be big. XRP. What about the lawsuit, right? The appeal process, the last appeal process from the SEC. Maybe they're going to announce that's over. That would be huge. Live on air, they're like, the SEC is pulling out. They're giving up. XRP and Ripple is free. That would be huge. Very huge. Maybe he's going to announce something with XRP's ETF as well. That's rumored also. There are a lot of things. A lot of things. I'm not going to talk about Litecoin because the guarantee is not going to talk anything about Litecoin. And then Cardano. Who knows? Cardano, Hedera, he may be talking things about them in terms of the digital ID system that was rumored, digital voting system that was rumored, right? There may be other official systems that are coming out or being worked on that could be on one of those chains, right? And Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, is seen at SpaceX with Elon. Maybe something with Doge. Who knows? Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just speculating here. There are a lot of things that he could say. Or maybe he says nothing at all. Maybe he just holds a press conference and says, you know what? I'm going to be making a lot of moves later this year. So, get ready. It could just be a pre-announcement. A lot of people in crypto do pre-announcements, but I'm hoping he comes prepared with a lot of actions. And it's something that we've been waiting for a long time, right? We want to see America great. We want to see crypto great, especially in America, because we have seen crypto held down forever in this country. We have seen crypto thrive in other countries. In South Korea, for example, in Japan, for example, in Singapore, for example, even in parts of Europe, for example, they have thrived, but not in the US. Crypto has not thrived here under the regime of Gary Gensler, but hopefully this changes things, right? So we'll see. We will see what happens.